Welcome to my three-part series tackling the Australian South Coast. From Port Lincoln to Esperance, this is the ultimate summer adventure.
Baby, I got you. When you feel like falling, I'll be there to prove. Yeah. That baby, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of our tour to Western Australia. So this trip is focused on the Nullarbor crossing, leaving Port Lincoln, leaving the Eyre Peninsula and heading across the border. Our first stop was this little Sheringa Roadhouse that you'll just see here. Quirky little place. I just had to stop for a photo. We're gonna go for a look down at Sheringa Beach, which is just literally down the road here. Hopefully throw a line in and try our luck with another salmon. Far out. That was a soft beach. Once again, I have been deceived by the super easy entrances onto all these beaches. Drop down on it, I still, stupidly haven't learnt. I still had 45 PSI in the tyres, so... And I also had to go past some people down there, so I backed off, and you could tell they were judging me because I was just struggling. But yeah, we did actually get stuck at one point further back down the beach. Dropped down to like 22 in the front and about like 18 in the rear. To get off here, I will end up dropping the front down at 18 as well. Because yeah, it is proper soft. It's a good challenge, don't get me wrong, I don't mind it. I definitely wouldn't mind a few more horsepower. You can tell pretty quick that we are lacking in that department. But I have heard stories of people catching fish here, so I'm pretty keen to throw a line in. Probably just use the lure again and the last of that burleyed up pilchard mix that we got from the fishing shop. It looks pretty deep out there. I'm hoping it's going to be a good spot for it. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am by no means a fisherman, but I was feeling half confident with today's fishing spot after relatives told me they'd bagged out on salmon here before. Not gonna lie, that seal scared the shit out of me, and I'm not sure if his presence was promising or that he'd just scare any potential bites away. Well, we've thrown multiple lines in with the lure, not really having any luck, no bites, nothing. So I'm just thinking I'll try a normal sort of surf rig with some bait and see if we have any more luck with that. getting drenched. I'm gonna move that, I think. Bloody hell, it happened again. Literally, I was on my last cast, reeling it in. I was pretty sure I didn't even have any bait on the hooks. Bang, I get a bite right in on the shoreline. Rod's doing its thing. I reel it in, I can see the damn thing, and then it gets off. So, what am I doing wrong? Because this is ridiculous. It's the only bite that I've got today, and once again, couldn't retrieve it off the beach. I'm sure it's something I'm doing wrong, but like far out. What do? You're meant to haul it up with your rod? Do you put your rod down and go after it? I've got no idea. But I tell you what, could do with some advice. So yeah, let me know please in the comments, like, what am I doing wrong? Because I'm sick of it. With the rod packed up, it was time to get offshoring the beach. Tyres down to 12 pounds, rear locker on, first flow. Time to work that little ZD again. With some momentum, I got down closer to the waterline where the sand was more hard packed, and off we went. I think I found a camp for tonight. It's located at Walker Rock Campground by the looks of it. When I rocked up, it was piercing down. It looked horrible. It was windy, it was squally, it was no good at all. But just sitting here for 20 minutes or so, the rain's cleared up. So let's just hope it's like that for the night. With camp set up, we wandered down to the beach for a look. Check those clouds out. coast of the Eyre Peninsula, sort of halfway through packing up camp. And yeah, today's mission is going to be to get to Bunda Cliffs, which is sort of on the border of Western Australia. Now this is where the trip starts to get a bit repetitive, lots of highway Ks. But our first stop was Streaky Bay, where we grabbed some groceries and some beautiful fresh oysters. Well, that was Streaky Bay sorted. We grabbed some food, grabbed a coffee, also grabbed some oysters for the family, chucked in the freezer. So next stop will be Ceduna, but not a whole lot to film there. Might just grab some fuel.
Not wrong about the scroll.
And then get going. Yeah, I forgot to mention we had some delicious Vegemite scrolls at the local bakery. They went down a treat. We cruised through Ceduna and then pulled up at the next town, Penong, to fuel up and have lunch. Well, we made it to Penong, middle of absolute nowhere. Nothing overly exciting here except for about 5,000 windmills. I don't know what the story is there, but anyway. Time for some lunch. We've opted for an exquisite meal today. Mee goreng chicken noodles. Definitely pushing some winds too. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but sort of a bit of a southerly, so it's a crosswind for the cars. I'm chewing about 16 litres per 100, I think. That we work out, or was it 15? 15.2 to the 100. So not great, but not horrific considering we're fully loaded on the big wheels and in the wind. In all fairness, the Fortuner is only doing 8.6 to the 100, so must be nice.
So what are your thoughts?
This is the best one.
Yeah. You're gonna make a really good
Nah, it'd be bad enough as it is.
No, that's good taste.
No, it's feral.
Superior.
No, chicken shit. It's boring.
3 bites and you're done.
Yeah, that's gone. Bosh. Ah yes, the age-old 2-minute noodle debate. Are you a mee goreng person or more of a chicken noodle style? Let me know in the comments. The next leg of the trip included the actual Nullarbor crossing itself, a vast ecosystem covering more than 250,000 square kilometres. The Nullarbor that you might have heard of is mainly north of the highway. In fact, the road only crosses the treeless plain for about 20 k's. With the fresh merch applied, we took off for the last stretch to our campsite. You'll notice the signage and white stripes on the highway. That actually denotes a runway for the Royal Flying Doctor Service. Fortunately for us, there are no low flying ambulances today. We found the spot. How good is this? Spent a bit of time trying to find somewhere we could roll the swag out without killing our backs. Very rocky here, but I think we've found probably the best that we can do, and yeah, that'll do. So in line with our coastal road trip theme, we're trying a Streaky Bay oyster, fresh, not frozen. A little bit of lemon. That's about all we've got for it, so bone app the teeth, as they say. Oh yeah, fresh, all right. Probably a little bit too much lemon, but still very good.
Oh man, have a look at the state of that wrap. Get it up here, you big whopper. New day on the Nullarbor crossing. Last day. Yes, pretty good sleep last night in the swag, despite the horrific quarry conditions. Did see a dingo come through the camp, but he didn't bother us, so that was all good. Time for a coffee and then hit the road.
So new day, new servo stop, means new fuel calculations. Did 380 kilometres yesterday from the last fuel up to here, and I used exactly 60 litres, which equates to 15.8 litres per 100. So not great. Once again, not horrific too, considering the circumstances. It was bloody windy yesterday. Not too mad about it, to be honest. Yeah.
It's checkpoint time now at the WA-SA border. Obviously no fruit, veg, nuts, seeds. But what's interesting about it is the checkpoint going into Western Australia is bang right on the border. But the checkpoint going into South Australia, although you go through it here, you don't get checked. You actually have to stop and do all the quarantine side of things in Ceduna, which, you know, is all those kilometres back. So you can travel a long way into South Australia without having to quarantine. It's really strange. Through the checkpoint with no issues, our next stop wouldn't be for a couple hours, so I settled in behind the wheel and punched out some Ks. Not a whole lot to see once you're on the WA side. The road pushes inland a bit, so you lose that ocean view.
Just stopped at Majura Overpass. It's a couple hundred k's from the border this morning. Really nice view. Watched a few big bangers come up the hill. We'll push on from here. Where's the next stop? Karguna Roadhouse. That will be our next stop. We'll keep pushing on.
Yeah, another fuel stop. There's plenty of them along the journey. Don't be fooled by what you see on the internet. The Nullarbor crossing is not as scary and isolated as what some people say. There's plenty of roadhouses with food and fuel. No need to overpack.
You got spaces on those?
Nah, that's just the
Just
rim
the tyre?
itself. Yeah.
Saying when I was looking at it from there straight on, it looks a lot better. Your
Yeah.
yours handles fine, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it hasn't been an issue at all.
Yeah.
No, it's good off road, obviously, a little bit wider
imagine.
as well.
Yeah.
A bit more stance.
Go anywhere with it.
Yeah, that's it. Just not fast. See you, mate. Cheers. 90 miles straight. What a thrilling piece of road that is. Hey, Rose. How long does this 90 miles straight go for?
Good one.
Huh?
Good one.
Yeah.
Like 170 k's to Belladonna, so you do the math.
I'm not too good at that, but I'll try and work it out, thank you. Yeah, 90 miles straight. The hint of how long it's straight for is in its name. I'll let you guys work that one out. Not much to see or do. Could surprise you guys with some scrub off the side of the road. Probably another truck or two or 50 that we can overtake. That's about it. See you guys maybe in Baladonia, maybe in Norseman. Welcome to Baladonia. Yeah, just another small roadhouse on the air highway. Rosie's grabbing some fuel. I grabbed some at the last stop, so I'm all good. Yeah, not much to see here once again, but yeah, quick break. We're gonna do lunch, just the last of our meagering, and then yeah, we will push forward through to Norseman.
You can have that one. He hasn't had that one yet. And I'm just gonna go the OG. Because I'm not adventurous.
Saw that one powderish MSG.
Yeah.
But it does taste slightly different, but I still prefer that one.
How does it compare to the first one?
I remember now.
How would you rate them?
Well, that one's clearly a 10.
Yeah.
This one would be a 7.
Ooh. You can't remember the other one.
I can't remember that
Oh,
one.
it was
But
like a 3.
yeah, it wasn't that good. It was
It
just
didn't
a
have, yeah.
mountain of MSG, wasn't it?
Yeah. Put a little noodle.
To be fair, that one probably has better flavour.
Yeah. Oh,
That
good.
one's just a familiar, tried and tested, so.
I like that one.
Fair enough.
Don't bother with your first one.
Straight bosh. Well, this is the last stop for the journey, Norseman, Western Australia. It is where we turn left to head to Esperance. I was talking about that T-junction, well, there it is. I might not have even mentioned it, I can't remember. But that's where we turn left to head south to Esperance. If you were heading to Perth, you would turn right to head north. Quick ice cream stop as well. Just put in 20 bucks worth of fuel just to be absolutely sure of it, but we should be absolutely fine getting the 200 kilometres home now. Over this hill here, you can finally see the start of Esperance, way off in the distance. You can see the grain terminal, the port, and that sort of thing. Oh wow, I think it's almost safe to say we've made it. It's been a drive and a half, especially today. It's a 900 kilometre leg, but it's good to be back, spend a bit of time here showing you guys my favourite spots. guys, that's going to wrap up this episode crossing the Nullarbor and the Great Australian Bight. Thanks for locking in. Probably not the most riveting adventure, but got to be done all the same. It is a pretty magnificent and significant drive. Got into Esperance, gonna go catch up with family, catch up with friends, do all that sort of stuff. Then we'll hit up some of my favourite spots that I grew up driving around, driving through. Cheers guys, appreciate it.